Hi, my name is Scott Popjes. I'm 53 years old, originally from New Jersey, but I've lived in Los Angeles, California for the last 28 years. I'm a husband and father of two, and I work as an executive producer and editor in reality and nonfiction television. I was first diagnosed with hypertrophic cardiomyopathy in 1990 when I was 23, following my father's diagnosis with HCM. For the first 5 years, I remained mostly asymptomatic. But in 1995, I experienced my first noticeable symptoms, a type of cardiac arrhythmia called supraventricular tachycardia. Since then, there's been nothing simple about my journey with HCM. I've had shortness of breath, fatigue, various types of arrhythmia, both atrial and ventricular, and in recent years, issues related to heart failure. I watched as my father's condition worsened, eventually requiring a heart transplant. I have been treated with various medications, had multiple radiofrequency ablations and cardioversions, a septal myectomy, and an implantable cardioverter defibrillator, the first one in 1999. While all of these treatments have been helpful, it's because of the ICD technology that I'm alive today. It was late afternoon in May 2016. My then 10-year-old son and I arrived to his Little League game, and I helped prepare the field. As I dragged the rake along the infield dirt, I felt strong palpitations that quickly turned into a rapid heart rate, along with shortness of breath and lightheadedness. As I knelt to the ground, I tried the Valsalva maneuver and forced a violent cough in an effort to return my heart to a normal rhythm. But the symptoms only intensified, and a feeling of uh-oh crept over me. The last thought I remember as I fell to the ground was, I hope the ICD does its job. When I came to, I was lying on my back and in a daze. I could hear my son screaming, "Daddy," and I could barely move. As I slipped in and out of consciousness, I was defibrillated 4 times. The shocks hurt, like a horse kicking me in the chest. And each time my vision focused into a bright pinpoint of light. Time seemed to stand still. I could sense people coming around me trying to figure out what to do. The coach talking to 911, the police helicopter circling overhead, and my son crying out as other parents tried to comfort him. After the 4th shock, I lay there silently, waiting for the next one and wondering when it was all going to stop. In the distance, I heard sirens from the approaching ambulance and took comfort in the thought that help was close. Thankfully, the next shock never came. Over a period of 94 seconds, my ICD shocked me a total of 5 times, not the 4 I remember. The first, I learned, came when I was unconscious in VF arrest. The other 4 shocks intervened to stop my heart from going back into VFib. Clearly, having an ICD saved my life. For me, living with the complications and making lifestyle adjustments has been doable. I stopped competitive sports and found new hobbies and activities that were more compatible with HCM. Regular moderate exercise, hiking, biking, photography, and model aviation, to name a few. The emotional and psychological toll can be difficult to manage as well, not just for the patient, but also for the patient's family. Following the event at the baseball field, my family sought counseling that helped us work through the PTSD that came in the wake of that experience. But for me, the benefit of living to see another day far outweighs the difficulties, challenges, and speed bumps along the way.